New Zealand lawmaker says anti-vaxxer parents are pro-plague.
Here's a summary of the article.
The education minister doesn't think children shouldn't miss out on school just because their parents are what he calls pro-plague. The Northland DHB has suggested unvaccinated children stay home from school for the next 2 weeks, after 2 known cases of measles have been discovered. Chris Hipkins said the DHB should be stepping up to ensure the region has sufficient immunization levels. Measles is a highly infectious viral illness that can lead to serious health complications, including infections of the lungs and brain, and is sometimes fatal. In New Zealand, the MMR vaccine is routinely given to children at 15 months and 4 years old. Those with measles can potentially infect up to 15 others if they are not immune, and parents should also check their child has had the appropriate MMR vaccine. One MMR vaccine dose protected about 95% of the population, with a second dose protecting close to 99%.
This post received a score of 5,733, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Can we please refer to anti-vaxxers as pro-plagueies now? That would be swell.
I reckon we might, as long as you keep saying swell.
Hello pro-plaguey, how sick will you want to get us today?
So sick we swell. Purulent pustules are also welcome.
Brew, I vaccinated my fucking dog before I took her to public places. If you want treat your child with at least the same level of care as I give my puppa, then you dumb pro-plague little bitch.
Anti-vaxxers, the pseudo-scientists. They're a danger to our democracy.
They are called pro-plagueites now.
He is a government minister. New Zealand doesn't have a presidential system.
Was this in response to something? It seems a bit out of place. Was the title edited?
MPs in a presidential systems are often called lawmakers because they make law and the president is the executive. In New Zealand, executive power is from members of parliament, and I've never heard of a minister being appointed who wasn't an MP. American journalists frequently call all foreign MPs lawmakers, not understanding that can be an inappropriate understating of their role. MPs are not called lawmakers in New Zealand because only a small minority have no other function.
Interesting. We run roughly a Westminster system, and I believe all ministers are MPs. If he can submit or vote on a bill, is he not a lawmaker in a literal sense?
Yes, but it understates his role, almost like calling Donald Trump an elected federal employee understates his role.
Oh right, I see where you are coming from. Plague bearers of clan pestilence, obviously.
Say no to jab jab. Oh God, it fits a little too well.
They have a problem with Nurgle cultists too, I see.
Brother, get the flamer. The heavy flamer.
We better just call the salamanders or some sisters of battle, they have all the flamers we could ever need.
They do, and Papa Nurgle's work over incontroversial.
Burn heretic. Man's not wrong. Pro-plague, anti-health, baby killers. Greater than man's not wrong. Pro-plague, anti-health, baby killers. Not only baby killers.
Wait until polio begins to creep back and paralysis strikes kids. It wasn't that long ago that polio struck frequently. Remember FDR? Poliomyelitis has existed for thousands of years, with depictions of the disease in ancient art. The disease was first recognized as a distinct condition by the English physician Michael Underwood in 1789, and the virus that causes it was first identified in 1908 by the Austrian immunologist Karl Landsteiner. Major outbreaks started to occur in the late 19th century in Europe and the United States. In the 20th century it became one of the most worrying childhood diseases in these areas. The first polio vaccine was developed in the 1950s by Jonas Salk.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.